Hello, 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 all my beautiful, amazing, fantastic machine heads. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to episode number 17 on the Piney Acres map, the MT Pockets Challenge. Welcome in, everybody. I hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are doing awesome. And I hope you guys are doing fantastic because we have a lot of work to do. We got a lot of stuff to show you guys. Got a lot of work to do. Got a lot of work to do. Got a lot of work to do. You know how I like to say things in threes. Let's go. We are in episode 17, everybody. You know that? That's crazy talk right there. If you look up in the right-hand corner, we are down to $130,000. We spent a little bit of money here and there, and I'll show you what we spent it on. But we are also in year number 3. Do you believe that? Year number 3. So, first and foremost, we are now up to 4,000 chickens. It's been a couple of months. As you can see up in the right-hand corner, once again, we are into April of year number 3. We have made our chickens. They have had 4,000. We came in, sold them, bought them, and now we're at $4,000. Or 4,000 chickens, and with 4,000 chickens, they made 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19 pallets in one day of eggs. So we got to sell those. We got to sell a lot of stuff. Sorry, as I cleared my throat away from the microphone so it's not in your ear holes. We have officially downgraded, but we've upgraded, if you know what I mean. So we're getting to the point now where I'll show you right here what it takes. Give me this second here. Okay, each day now it's taking 20,000 liters just to feed the chickens, and that's every day. Otherwise, we're going to have to simulate that they die off if we don't have enough money, or we can purchase them. We can purchase the food, so that's an issue too. So we only had 2 fields that we planted. So I'll get you up in the air and I'll show you what we've planned on doing. But before we do that any further, I had to get rid of the one silo we had. Let me show you why. Okay. This silo right, we'll go to construction. The silo that I had in here, okay, which is this thing right here, okay? You see how that says 5 million liters? Well, guess what? It's 5 million total. That's it. So when I reached 5 million liters of wood chips, that was it. I couldn't even put any stones in it or nothing. So I scoured the internet. And I found this Unia multi-fruit silo, the XXL. It is $147,000, and it's very tiny, and it comes with the pack of silo extensions. Now, what this does is this holds 5 million liters of each individual product, multi-fruit, and the silo extensions hold 2.5 million. So right now we can fit 10 million liters of every product in it, and as you can see, it is not a very big footprint at all. I did edit it in the sense of making the speed empty because they had to speed it like 100. Which would be realistic, but when you're doing 1 million liters at a time, it would have taken us like 2 hours to unload 1 million liters of something. So I sped it up, but everything else is the same on it. I have not touched anything else. That's all I did. Dump points over here, empty points over here, and that's it. Very small pattern. We also downgraded. We got rid of the mulch pit down there because we're in the process of making all of our fields into fields. And the reason why is because we have to have the food. So let me get you up in the air like we always do. And I'll show you what we've accomplished. And then we've got to get busy. We can't sit around and chit-chat all day long. We've got to get some stuff done. So, as you can see, and I also have to show you. Let me get you right here. We are now at 4,500 trees, 44.28 hours. I played 10 hours off camera. So that's where we're at right there. 10 hours for the 2 days. That's pretty good. And 4,500 trees, as you can see. So where I started clearing them is over here. As you can see, we started moving right along with our brooks. Now this here was a grass field, is now planted in wheat. This field here will now be wheat. We're going to go wheat all the way across. We're even going to take this little field and make it wheat. Everything's going to be a crop field now. We're not going to have grass anymore. This is the last one that we worked on. This one today is going to be harvest. And then we're going to get going. And look what I did, everybody. So, here's the other thing I made the decision on doing. There we go. Whoops. Show you here. We have plowed this in and we made it. It's a little bit bigger than what I thought. But this plot that you purchase right here is 17 acres. So, and everything going forward is really, really, really expensive. As you can see, the next plot down here is 586. 252. That's the smallest one so far. 558. Then as you get up here, we're really close to the level right now of getting to the end of that plot. 429 for all that mountainous region up there. It's going to be tricky. Now this one's here's a little 371. So right now the cheapest one is 213, but that's way over here. So we've got to still buy some property. But here's the other thing I made a decision. You see how I was terraforming this right here? This is the last way I'm going to terraform this way. Because if we need to, we've got flat sections here. We can make another field here and here. So I am going to follow Russell's lead just a little bit and stop terraforming so much and start... as you can see, we're getting quite the little distance here on our farm. Remember when we started, like, there was trees everywhere. Well, there was 4,500 trees in this section. So we're going to continue on right here, and this goes alongside the ridge here. We can make a field here if we have to. This right next to the farm is completely flat here. We can make another field in here if we need it, and that's it. So we're going to rotate between wheat, barley, and sorghum each time, so we can continue to do that. But going forward, like I said, next week, after today's episode 17. Oh, and by the way, happy Wednesday to you all. Hope you guys are enjoying. You're halfway through your week. You're almost there, guys. Almost to the weekend. After we get past Friday's episode, we will then we'll change to New Holland, but I'm not going to change the money. Remember, the money's going to stay the same unless I have to spend it. Now, going forward, I shouldn't have to spend it too much. I'm hoping. Chickens are expensive, by the way, just so you guys know. When they have their chicks and you try to sell them, they only sell for $1 a piece. So we may have to just let them build up just to get thing. But I already loaded the first load of rocks in here. And as you can see right here, we have 1 million stones still in there and 5,748,000 liters of wood chips still in this. So I did that because when we reach a 15 million total, we make, so for about 500 trees, guys and gals, we make about little over, well, it's 3 million and then about it's just about 5 million liters for 500 trees. So this isn't going to take only, 2 days, to fill this thing right here. Then we're going to have to start selling more than 1 million liters a day. We're going to have to up to the Piney mod trailer and go from there. So also, I did not spend a lot of money on fertilizer and seed. So now what we do, since we've downgraded, remember we've done so many things on this map now. We use compost and we've plowed and we've done a whole bunch of different stuff, and we're still going strong, which is amazing. So what I did is like this field here. I liquid fertilized it, and then I forgot my seeder that I have has a roller attachment on it that you can purchase for $25,000 or something like that, and it gives you the ability to roll it at the same time. So you're literally fertilize it, lime it, and then seed it and fertilize it at the same time. It did not cost me much money. As you can see, we're still at 130,000. I think we made 198, or we were at 200. So I did spend a little bit, but a lot of it was on that silo, with the silo extensions and stuff like that. So, but we're back, and now we shouldn't have to purchase anything. And what I'm going to do going forward is when we switch brands, we got this episode that we're finishing here with the class, Friday's episode with the class, and then Monday's episode will be New Holland. We'll bring in, and then we'll change all the colors. We'll do everything so it's a New Holland farm. We'll change out the harvester, everything. But what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to sell the tractor, bring it in, and then add or subtract the money, because that money isn't going to be counted towards our fees, if you know what I mean. So, because the money we're making now is strictly off the products that we have, and that's what we're going to do. That's what we want to do going forward. And it's going to be, the only time the money is going to be used is to buy more land. So I hope you guys can understand what I'm going to be doing with that, because we've already purchased the tractors, and technically I wouldn't need to purchase any more tractors. I can just make money. And we still want to be able to experience new different tractor brands, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to make this field. So today we're going to go over here and grab ourselves our 1 million liters of wood chips. We're not selling silage anymore. It's just one product we don't have to sell, because we were sitting there spending all of our time selling products, and that was great. But we need to be able to get this stuff out of here and sell and make our money. There we go. Wood chips. There we go. Now this is, I set the speed up at 8,000 liters a minute or a second, something like that, to unload. So as you can see, it's going to unload. It's going to load up pretty quickly here. And then, so while we're waiting on that, so we're not so inefficient, let's load up our next product here. Now we only have 9,000 liters of wheat in there, or sorghum in there left. So we're going to have to get that field harvested so we can feed these guys. Now that's a lot of That's 26,000 liters of wheat or of eggs. Just we might as well go sell it. We might as well go down and sell it when we're already in this vehicle. That's 26,000 for 2,000 chickens, and that's in 2 days. So now that we have 4,000, we're going to double this. So when we come back, we're probably going to have a 50,000 liters. So yeah, because what you get caught up in is, you guys know how I like to sell the animals and then buy them so there's like one line and that's it, right? Problem is that with chickens, when they're first born, they're only worth $1. So, and when you buy them, it costs $50,000 to buy them. Now let's see what we make for this. Let's see if we can get back up to the 212 that we were at before we started yesterday. Our Monday's episode, I'm sorry. And we're going to be pretty close to there once we sell our wood chips. We're going to be definitely there. Why wouldn't that sell? Okay, you're going to play funny with me? All right. Say hello to my little friend. There. 205. You forced my strong hand, as Van Ham Gaming would say. You forced me to use the strong hand of the law. But how's everybody doing for real? I hope you guys are doing really good. I do. I really do. I pray every single day for all of you guys. And I pray that you guys do well. And everything. I just hope everybody's safe, everybody's happy, everybody's healthy. And we're all in this great giant rock together, doing the same thing, eating the same foods, doing the same things every single day. And it's amazing. It's amazing. We all have to get along. That's what's fun. Now we can, that should be pretty close to, yep, it's full already. So that's good. But you know what? That mod that was made, that silo there, 147,000 for 5 million liters of every product on the planet that is in Farm Sim 22. It is amazing. And they converted it from Fs19. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. Got to give them a shout out where that is due. Got to give them a shout out. Got to give them a shout out. I will post a link to that because now just be aware that the unload speed is super slow. But if you put that on your farm, you're not going to need, on a normal farm, not a Fury farm, because Fury tends to do everything extreme. You guys know that, especially when I'm on a big map like this. I just do everything extreme. Now, when I'm on my smaller realistic maps and my realistic farming, I probably would put that down and I'd never even come close to filling it. But like I said, that one silo that's on the mod hub that I was using, the red one, it is absolutely a misnomer. It's a misleading. It's multi-fruit, and you think to yourself, oh, I got 5 million liters of every product. Nope, you don't. You only got 5 million liters total. Even though that's a lot, but you start adding, like a normal field is going to give you 30, 40, 50,000. Next thing you know, you're full. And it would not let me, like when I had 4,000 liters or 4 million liters of wood chips, and I had 1 million liters of stone. It would not let me put any more in it, and I had to change everything around. And so I could have got a lot more done on this farm, but it's crazy to think. So here's the plan. Okay, so now 69,000. So not too bad. That's for 1 million liters. We're up to 274, so we're actually ahead of the game. So that's where I always write it down. I put it in my phone so that we know exactly what money we're at. So if I have to maneuver some stuff around, like with the tractors, that's what I was talking about. When we buy our New Holland tractor, if it costs more money than we have, we're not spending that money on tractors because we've already spent it. Now, because I left last time on the end, I want to show you guys. I should have done it while I was in the air really quick. I want to show you the let's go 9. The quarry real quick, and then we got to get harvesting. Let's get up here. You can see that this is quite a bit here that we've cleared out. It's nuts. It's crazy how many trees are on this map. 90,000 plus. And I'm not kidding. I don't even know how I'm supposed to get up here and do all those. I might have to use my chainsaw to do those. I've been mixing and matching. I started out with the harvester, and then I went to the chainsaw, and then I went to the brucks, and then I went back to the Trex, then I went back to the brucks. I've been going back and forth just to keep myself crazy. But you can see right here, now we're over here at the quarry. Remember where we started? All the way up. I've got the belt system like I showed you guys on Monday. We're doing this. This from right here to there is 3 million liters of stone. That's it. It's 3 million liters. We had 1 million yesterday that we sold, and I put 2 million in there today. So that's 3 million liters, and we still got all of this yet. So there is probably going to be, I'm guessing, 100 million in here, and that's being modest. If this is 3 million right here, let's say realistically, then you go to here, that's 6 million, 9 million, 12 million, maybe 25 million liters. We'll see. But up here it gets pretty deep, so we'll see. Let's zoom back over to the farm. But I wanted to show you guys that on camera real quick, that we are hustling, because once that's gone, we're not doing it anymore. My little road is right here. It's crazy. This road won't be staying, just so you know. It may, because I may not be able to make a field in here. I may just keep this road here. I'm not going to spend a lot of time. And as I told you guys, I wanted to flatten out the areas that we were farming for two simple reasons. One, we can drive back and forth pretty quick. And two, but now we're past that. So now what I'm going to do on this section right here, just to keep it, as transparent as I can. Oh, and by the way, thank you guys for watching the videos as long as you have. Some of you guys have been watching these videos for like the whole hour, and it just makes me all melty inside, if you know what I mean. That you guys are doing this. It's fantastic. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing and sharing the videos. Don't hesitate to share them. Don't hesitate to get my videos out to other people. If there's anything you need about farming, anything you need to do, I'm more than happy to show you guys. So now that we've got our fields, and we're going to be creating 2 more fields on there, so we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fields. We'll make another field or 2 in there for our sorghum, and then our wheat and our barley. We'll just alternate crops. Here, I'll soften it, right? Because we're not making any more fields. We don't need to drive up here anymore. I'll soften it. I might go a little bit wider flat so that my road is there, so I have a road, but then I'll flatten it. And then all this through here is now going to stay whatever it is. That's it. We're just going to cut the trees. And like I said, if we need to add a field here, or we need to add a field, what I'm trying to do, everybody, is I'm trying to keep our farm fields right around our farm, so we don't have to drive 6 miles to get any kind of product. So we could put a field in right here, to here, over here, and then over there. So we can put, 3 fields. And my goal is to have 7 fields total. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll need to make 1 more field at least, so that what we want to do is when we plant one crop, whether it's the longest crop of wheat, by the time we come back around and work all the fields, then we're back onto the wheat field, and we can harvest every single episode, so we can continue to do this. All right, so now that we've sold everything, now we're going to grab our harvester and start harvesting. There we go. I'll take the 9x speed. But that's, I only started terraforming, like I told you guys on Monday, I only started terraforming to get my farm done. Normally I leave it the way it is. This little mod here, this Massey Ferguson, I'm going to whisper this. Fantastic mod, just so you guys know. But I told you that before. And then one of these days, I've got to get with Russell and see if he'll grab Meadow Grove Farms. Well, maybe not, because of the simple fact that it's going to be Fs22 now, and I don't know if Nathan's going to convert it or not. So what we're going, no, I was going to say, let's get our headland up here done. I made the road a little bit wider too. Just so you guys know, I usually go four blocks up, but this is 5 blocks. So you get your square and you count to 5, and that's the size. I made it wider so that we can get our big equipment up and down. But I'm getting excited about Fs22. I'm getting excited for this series. It's one of these series that I'm going to stay on until we're completed with all the trees, all the trimmings, all the stuff. But yeah, I spent enough time terraforming, shall we say. We're not terraforming. I've been terraforming. So here we go. And we should have straw turned off. And we do. There we go. Do a headland. And then I think what we'll do is we'll do our headland all the way around, and then let's get courseplay up, because it won't cost me anything for courseplay. So let's get the courseplay running, and then we can start getting stuff done a little bit more. Let's utilize some workers this time instead of me doing it all. How's that sound for you guys? So you guys can witness a little bit more. Maybe we can get this field completely done by this episode, and that'll be completely done. And then we can move on. And then tomorrow's episode, which is not tomorrow's episode, tomorrow, which is May, that field right there will be fertilized, limed, and seeded in wheat, so that we can do this one today, then that one tomorrow, and then the following one over there the following month after that, so that you always try to plant your next crop the next month, so that you can. Now what I want to do is go down to the other end, and I want to do a headland down there, and then we can bring them back up and start them, because what you do is you start them with 2 headlands, and then you get them going on it. Or you get them enough space at least. I should have just went all the way around with it. And then you start in the second row. We can always start them, but once the headland's done, then like, you know how they do that wonky turn on the end? They won't miss anything, because then I'll just put 1 headland in instead of 2. There we go, and get this here. Get them lined up. I also do not like square fields that much, but it's easier when you're doing series like this. And then we can fill our trailer, and we can put it right in there when she's full. He'll ask when it's full. Otherwise, then we can start literally liming or fertilizing, shall we say. You guys will get a chance to see that being used again. And it's pretty great. It's like just the series is falling together really good. And then we can't even saw those trees down inside the chicken pen yet because we don't own that property. But we're getting there, guys. We're moving right along. As you can see, every 2 months now, 500 trees is not a lot of trees when it's 90,000. I mean, we're only on 4,500. We got a lot of trees to cut. So also starting next week, I think I'm going to go and try to get 1,000 down every time, because we won't have to make any more fields. That's where we're at. We're just going to be concentrating on moving the trees, concentrating on getting the trees out of here, and we're going to see where we can go from there. Now, get him up like this, and then I could hire a regular worker, but it would cost me money, and I'm cheap. So, all right, let's do this, and we'll go nearest waypoint. No course. We're only going to go 1 headland because that's technically what we did. Overlap by 7%. So let's generate the field here, and then back, 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 and I want to see where he is, and we're going to start on this headland right here. Actually, let's start at the start of it. See where he goes. Let's see what he does. There. Now, he'll go all the way around again, unfortunately for us. But he'll then be on line. And then he'll go back and forth. Oh, he's going to do straw. That's all right. We're not going to use it. Let him do straw. Won't hurt anything. We're not going to pick it up or anything. We're just going to plow it in. It'll give it some extra fertilizer. All right, so now we're going to grab our fertilizer. We're going to go down and fill it. And then once he's around the corner, we're going to start fertilizing our section right behind him. See, I told you guys we were going to utilize some workers. Let's get that off there. This is a weird-looking machine. Weird. But it's nice. It is absolutely nice. 22 minutes into this video already. Wow. Yeah, and that's my lime spreader. 20 meters wide. And it's pretty cool. Now, this is not very fast. He's at 75% already. So let's where's my truck? Let's get him unloaded. That way he can have freedom, because I don't like him when they do that wonky turnaround stuff. But yeah, I forgot when you do course play, it uses straw. I mean, technically, if we had cows, we'd be using straw every time. But he'll keep going there. This is why I did that. The extra wide roads on the end. This little truck, the Elk Mountain truck, is nice. And the other mod I use all the time is the inspector mod. See that down in the left-hand corner? I can tell when the harvester's full. It's just a stupid little thing, but I love it. There we go. Get him emptied completely. And there we go. Let's get out of his way so he can keep going right around the corner. And he'll turn that wonky turn there, but we got the corners. See what I mean? That's why we did it that way. So he doesn't miss anything on that corner. Now he'll go back and forth. And we'll park this right out of the way right here, but we'll leave it running. There we go. Now let's head back over to our fertilizer. And then he'll go, and we'll keep an eye on him. Well, down in the left-hand corner, you guys can help me. Follow right along. See the first line there with the class Torian and the green? That's what you want to do. And then the other green is on the trailer. And then the yellow is what's in me right here, which is weird. I have 1,000 liters of fertilizer inside me. It's kind of weird. But yep, the terraforming is done, so now we don't have to do that. I will paint it in grass just so we can Get it little less stressing on the computer, if you know what I mean. Why did I come down here? Oh yeah, because my buy point's down here. I moved this off the farm because that silo is absolutely huge. Not huge footprint. That's not what I meant. Huge because I added so many silo containers. Didn't I fill this once? Didn't I fill this with this? I thought I did. Maybe I have to go the other way. I know I filled it once. He's at 4,000 liters already. I could have swore I used this to fill this. Maybe I didn't. Well, we're going to go to the next plan. Over. We don't need only one pallet because it's I could have sworn I used that, do I? Huh. I know I filled it somehow, and I don't think I bought a pallet. Maybe I bought a pallet. But you know that, you guys know I fertilized a lot of fields with this 4,000 liters, so we'll be able to do that whole field and then some on this one. So maybe, you know what? Maybe we'll get to the point where we can just sell that right off and just buy it by the pallet. That makes more sense to me than continuing to use this for like lime and well, I could use it for lime because you have to buy so much lime. We'll think about that one. But for liquid fertilizer, we'll just buy one pallet at a time. So also, if you look down in the left-hand corner, what I did is I changed the color of everything. You can go in and edit the color. The pink is what's active, the blue is me, and the white is what's sitting. So the Elks Tech trailer right there, 1850, is sitting there. Just it's full. It's got stuff in it, but it's sitting there. The pink is active on a field, and the blue is what I'm using. So I did that. I went in and it tells you how fast it's going. So he's harvesting at 6 miles an hour going west. I'm going southwest, going 19, and the trailer's just sitting there. So I'm going to wait till he gets up here, and then we can make our first pass. And then also, I want to, got so many trailers. I want to get this a little bit closer. I want to actually get it out of the way. I hope he can turn around. He should be able to just drive right out there. At least that's what I'd do. He's still backing up. So let's take it a step here and get him unloaded first. Well, it won't take us long to do it. And then I can park it right on the road. And then he's done, and he'll be able to go a couple, 2-3 passes. And then now you can watch over in the left-hand corner and watch it go down. Now see the yellow? It switched to me unloading it. Pretty cool. I'm getting a really decent yield off this already. And the nice thing about 1,000,000 liters, we'll be able to do the whole field. But 650 horsepower. I mean, all the mods I'm using on this map are absolutely awesome. There we go. Now we're wide enough to go to first level here. In my Arnold Schwarzenegger voice. Over here. Get over here. Nice. You can see it doesn't use it bad. He's going 9 miles an hour. He's only using, like I said, that 3,000, 4,000 liters. I'll be able to do this field like 100 times if I wanted. Well, maybe not 100, but I'll be able to do multiple fields with this. Nice, 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 nice. We're going right along. Get the field harvested. We'll get it limed. We'll get it seeded right in here. Now the seeder I can use that thing with, but I don't know if I used. I can't remember. I get busy cutting trees. I forget what I'm doing half the time. Yeah, we'll do that. I want to get him. That's not going to work. I want to get that situated. It is on the edge of the field. I must have set this up to spray it before. Whoops. I forgot that's the edge of the map, Fury. That's the edge of the map. You got to go a little wider there. There we go. See, it's articulated, but you can still back it up pretty good. There we go. And he's going to make short work of that with that 13.8 meter header. He's going to make short work of this real quick. Real quick and in a hurry. Then when he gets turned around, I'll switch over. Now this is only half a pass. You can see where you can actually see where you've gone. Pretty cool. But I like to unload it like I said. I said it earlier in the video. I don't like it when they do that wonky, weird turnaround, especially when there's straw in the field. But we're going to plow that right in. Well, not plow it in. We're going to seed it right in. We'll make it disappear. We'll make it disappear. Normally I would have done headland up there so I could turn around, but we're doing this thing. We're doing this thing. Nice and wide. That's why I left it a decent amount past it. And then we'll switch to tap, tap, tap. You're getting a really good yield. $8,000 in a pass and a half. I told you guys I was going to use workers. I normally don't. I like those combines they got set up that unload in about 3 seconds. This one's not too bad, but some of the New Holland ones they have is like, oh my gosh, you got to follow them for like 2 passes. We got 30,000 liters. And it takes 10,000. So we got enough for 3 months right now. Okay. Tap back here. Click on that. And let's go. And then he'll be around to the second pass. And I'll be able to go right around the corner. Right around the corner. Might get this field done because that... Oh, and that lime spreader, I'll show you guys. Holy cow. That doesn't use much either. That's insane. Like, I did that one whole field. Like, I thought for sure when I did this field over here. Sorry, I'm spinning the camera. When I did this field straight ahead, I was going to have to use like 3 tanks full. Didn't even use a half. So, the mods that I'm using on this map are seriously set up. Are realistic modders. You can tell because other than the 1,000,000 liters trailer, that's something that is not realistic. But the combine, this little sprayer, all the usages and stuff are absolutely crazy amazing. I noticed, too, there's police sirens. There we go. Look at us, fertilizing already while he's harvesting. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. Episode 17 already. That's even worse. But you can always tell when I love a map because I always get into it. I get super excited. I talk like really fast when we first come in. And, you know, like when I got a lot to show you guys, I could spend, 4 hours showing you guys what I did, but I realized I still had work to do. It's like, yeah, about that. You have to have that little inner talk with yourself. Come on, Fury, you got to get off this harvest. You got to get it going. Got to get going. You know what I mean? So that you can... but what a cute little farm. I'm very, very happy with... back up out of his way. And then we won't have to unload him. We'll let him go down and back again. What a nice little... I mean, I'm really ecstatic with the what we're accomplishing. It's crazy. Like, I look back and I loaded up the map just for the living, for living on the edge, if you know what I mean. And it was literally like night and day. And I'll show you guys. So what I'm going to do when we finish, I've got it all figured out. I'm going to bring the original map up, and I'm going to try to do a side-by-side. I'm going to try to get some help with that, figure out how to do a side-by-side and do like a flyover, and then a flyover of what it looks like now, or maybe just do sections, and then you guys go get a chance to see what it was before and what it is after. It's absolutely amazing. Like, you get caught up like me, and you're here, and you're working, and you're here, and you're working, and you don't see... what's going on. Like, I'm gonna have to give him a little space or I'm gonna catch him. But while we're waiting on that, so we're always doing something now, guys. Get the lime. We have enough in here to do this. Yeah, well, look at... So we started with 33,000, 27,000. I did that whole field with this. This thing is crazy. Look how wide this thing is. It's nuts. Nope. It's set up for the other one. We're going to leave it on the... I can tell anyways on this. Look at this. It's not even... It's like it's barely using it. Compared to a normal line. And you can tell where you are. So I like this mod a lot. Thank you, Big A, for using it one time on one of your series so I can actually see what it was. It's pretty cool. And then we're going to have to empty him because he's at 10,000. Hopefully he makes it to the end. I don't think he's going to. I should have emptied him. Yeah, I get up here every time and I'm like... Is that a siren? Like, I kept looking out my window the other day. I was like, is there a siren going by? And I live in the country. I live, like, in the middle of nowhere. But I'm like, why do I keep hearing sirens? Yep, he's done. See? He's going to do that weird turnaround stuff. So, now we got to jump out here. He honked at me. Ah, did you hear it? That's funny. So, it holds 11-4. He's only going to have a couple more passes. I've got him set up. I should have had him set up on emptying himself. There we go. It's almost easier because then he's not moving. And then we can go. Yeah, we're gonna rock and roll. I love that lime spreader. I really do. I love all the mods I'm using. Makes it easier. Let's do something real quick so you guys can see. A little bit more. Isn't that nuts? Super realistic. Steam coming off. Oh, just super realistic. All right, now he's going to start back up, and I'm going to get out of his way. Get him back off here. That way we can lime at the same time. Because when I line the lime machine up that way because I'm going to do a headland so I can actually turn around. Go back to fertilizing. Catch him. Then go back to liming. And then when he's done harvesting, we can finish this field. There. I'm so high on you. Oh, I was looking at some of the old 80s and 90s music of Survivor. Jimmy Jamison was the singer, who unfortunately, rest in peace, passed away. And he wasn't very old either. Get him backed up. Oh, I got to turn this off so I don't use a little bit I have there. I hope he has enough space. We'll just go like that. Just to catch him. Isn't that neat? I think it's an ingenious, and it's real too. Like it's just so real. It kind of looks like a thing for your slurry. That's what it feels like to me. Like what do you call those? It'll come to me in a second. The dribble bars. That's what we call them. That's what it kind of looks like. But it does not use a lot. Well, we are rocking and rolling. Rocking through the night. Rocking through the night. Rocking. You can tell when Fury's having a good time. He's singing. He's singing. Hope Ham puts this up on his 60-inch TV, so he'll have 60 inches of Fury coming into his living room. I got to get, one of these days, I got to get a little unbusy so I can catch Big A again. My gosh, every time he goes live, I've been missing him because I've been super busy. And, the last time he was live, I fell asleep at the computer and literally woke up like 3 hours later. I had his stream up and I was watching it and I got up and I was like, whoa, it's been like 2 hours. I literally was sleeping in the computer chair. And then this field will be harvested, fertilized, limed, and we're going to seed it. I'm hoping we have enough time to get it seeded. With this 20 meters, oh man, it makes short work of these fields. It really does. I'm using actually more lime than I did last time. I'm also overlapping quite a bit too. Is he on his last pass? Good. I'm going to get in the truck. And I got to get him unloaded. There we go. I keep saying there we go. It's kind of like Dak Prescott when he plays for the Cowboys. Here we go. Watching football last week, and every single time they went to snap the ball, it was, here we go. I'm like, oh, worse than Peyton Manning's Omaha. There, one field gave us, I think, a couple months worth of food. At least enough for them to reproduce again. Yeah, we're 50,000 liters. I think it said 10,000 a day, right? Kick the RPMs down. Oh yeah, 50,000 liters off that one field. That's insane. Insane in a membrane. He's done. I'll put this in the chicken pen, and they got enough of food. And then we'll put our harvester away, and we'll finish fertilizing, and then we'll finish liming, and we'll see where we're at right there. Now, what do they take per day? I think it was 10,000, right? 20,000. So I got enough for 3 months, which the next field down there should be pretty close to being done by then. But it may not be. So we may have to buy feed for 1 month. So there we go. Let me get this put away. And I want to get this put off of here so we can get off the field. And then put our harvester away. The one thing that's nice about when a worker does your work for you, they do fold up the harvester nice. I tend to forget a lot of times. So in 3 months, that one's stage 2. We're going to have to buy it. We're going to have to buy our feed for 1 month. And I'm also going to switch this around too. I'm going to put this in the big shed right here. This section right here so I can still get my truck out. Oops. That's going to drive me nuts. Lower it. There we go. Jump over the header, which you never would. All right, now this back to here. Only got 2 passes left of this, and then we're ready to finish Lyman, which will only take a couple passes, and then we can, hopefully in the next 15-20 minutes, we can get it seeded, and we will have gotten this field completely done. Even with me talking for it was almost 10 minutes that I was talking, going over stuff. I get excited. I mean, I literally, guys and gals, I could put out a 4-hour video, and I would be happy because I'm going over the stuff I did off camera. Now, going into Fs22, I'm not going to be doing that as much. I want to play on camera as much as I can. So when we get in Fs22, and I did see that Oxygen David is releasing a map. It'll be one of the first ones released off the Mod Hub. I probably will settle in on that map and stay on that one because I love Oxy's work. I really do. There's not many map makers out there. There's a lot of map makers out there that I enjoy. But the British maps I really enjoy, and I want to get one series. Then we'll have 2 series going for Fs22. One super realistic, longer days, longer videos, and one that's semi-realistic like this. And I'm going to kind of wait on the second series to start till a nice logging map comes out. And I'm hoping that either Carl TG or Poor Boy Modding, these guys that did this map, or Carl TG that did Oceanside Forest, brings a logging map to Fs22, and I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. And that's what I'm hoping for. And that's when we get onto it. Maybe they'll even convert one of these maps over, and then we're just going to settle in on those 2 maps, and we're going to have a really, really long series. And I may do it. If I do the logging map, it's going to be like this style. It's going to be with the brucks or whatever. You guys know ahead of time, just so you know. I don't do that realistic logging stuff. It's absolutely for the birds. I do every once in a while dabble into the harvester because I do get into that once in a while, but it not like a crazy amount. I can live without it if I have to. Now we're gonna go right here, get the edge of that, and then spread him down here. We're gonna spray half of it on the road. That's, to me, if I was spraying like this, I would use the spot sprayer stuff where I wouldn't be spraying on the road. Gotta put my cruise on. I got an itch on my kneecap. There we go. All done. All bye. So, fertilized. First, and then we put the fertilizer into the seeder. Now, the seeder also doesn't take long either. And we could have utilized Courseplay with him starting already if I did it right. He could have been seeding behind the thing there, the lime spreader, but I kind of want to do a little bit. I've let Courseplay do the harvesting, which is good. And then we're going to get this. Turn. Now, Fury. Now. Go. Turn. Shut that down. Get this done here. Now we go to Lyman. What a nice little machine, though. We've also downgraded a little bit of equipment, too. Come on, can we make it? Can we make it? Can we make it? Can we get off the edge, please? Here we go. Oh, what did I do? Turn it off? There. Now I'm going to see if I can get this set up. I don't have to stop, even if we miss the corners a little bit. There we go. Here we go. I just got a kick out of that. Being a huge football fan myself, that stuff intrigues me, that they're using the same words every time they hike the ball, every time they snap it. And it's funny that the defense doesn't know that they're doing it, because he says, here we go, every single time. And it's crazy, because you'd think, okay, here we go, and then they snap it. Now, I understand they're in the pros. They probably mix it up a little bit. But to me, it was every play. It was nuts. It seems to use less lime when I keep moving. It's when I stop and go back and forth is when it seems to use a lot more. Because you can see when I'm moving at 14 miles an hour, it tends to slow it down. Get this done here. And also I noticed that when you use a machine like this, you don't get that weird triangle pattern. You know, like when you miss a section, it doesn't do it. This seems to put it on like straight. Man, we are rocking. This field's getting put right out, right to bed. Done and dusted, as they say. And then we'll at least be able to start the harvest. We'll have about 10 minutes, 10, 11 minutes to get that as much of the harvest, or much as the seeding done as we can. And then, like I said, we'll get this one seeded in April. In May, we'll do that one. In June, we'll do the one behind us. And then after that, we may have to have an episode of cutting trees to get caught up. Whoops. I thought I was waiting for my additional game settings to earn vehicle control add-on to start, but it didn't start. Get over a little bit. There we go. Until we get another couple fields built, and I think I'm going to put one over there on the other side where I'm doing those trees now, and I'm going to put one right straight ahead on that, right behind the chicken pen and stuff like that. We'll put a fence around our farm, and then we'll make a nice little field there. And those will be, that by then it'll be 7 fields, I do believe, and that's what we need to get through everything. And that way when we do wheat, it takes 7 months to do wheat. Well, it takes 8 months technically, so technically we would need 8 because it's seven growth stages, and then the next month you can harvest it. So technically we need 8 fields, and that's what we're going to aim for, is 8 fields. That way when we do wheat, and I think barley is 6, and then sorghum is 4. So we'll have a lot of harvests of sorghum when we get back to it, but because I think the chickens take wheat, barley, or sorghum, correct? I do believe. Now that's going to hit the edge of that black thing there. Is the line is the edge of the map. Oh, it didn't. It didn't hit. Because it's got sorghum on it. That's why. Yeah, right. I think the chickens take. It doesn't say. I thought it was in the description. It was wheat, barley, or sorghum. Correct? I think. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But I know that wheat is 8 months, barley is 7 because it's 6 plus 1, and sorghum is 5. So we technically need at least a minimum, I think, of 8 fields. That way, when we do wheat, we all have enough time to go through all the fields. My goal is to get set up where we have a harvest and a field to do every single time. I might do just the 7 fields and then one episode of me cutting trees. That way you guys can still see the trees being cut, every once in a while. Because right now I've done about 2,500 trees off camera. Now, harvester should have enough in here. At least I hope so. Oh, no. We got to go down by some. Whoops. Well, that's going to eat into my time. That's okay. That's what happens when you talk. So I'm going to work on that, guys. I'm going to work on getting a little bit so that I don't have to talk as much. Just kind of give you a flyover when we're going. Real quick and get it like 5 minutes, because I did spend 10 minutes of the hour video just talking in the beginning of what we need to do here. So I'm going to give this a quick bath real quick. I don't even know if this will fit in here. She's only 50% dirty. Surprised you guys haven't gotten on me about that. Usually you guys get on me. Usually I don't even pay attention to the fuel. I get to the point where my fuel is like literally almost gone in the tractor before I realize it. Ooh, 88% dirty. You can see how many fields I've seeded with this thing. That mod there down at the bottom, that's the pressure. That's the sprayer HUD. I highly recommend that mod because you can tell when it's dirty. Like right now, I normally would stop. I'd be like, boom, and you can get it completely clean. Get out here where you guys can see it. Here's the fertilizer. I had a little problems with this last couple of times to get the seeds in here. Or not the seed. Sometimes it'll go seeds first. And then it'll go fertilizer. I usually have to turn this on. And I have to go one way and then the other. Maybe I have to do this. Yep, that's exactly what I do. Okay, so I know how to do it now. So you have to open the cover to do seeds. And then you have to close the cover to do the fertilizer. Gotcha. Gotcha. So we're up to 270. I think we're 50,000 in the head from what we were. And that's with buying everything. See, we're buying seeds and fertilizer and everything else. So we're absolutely making money now like we should. But like we stated in the beginning of the episode, when we get to the point where that is full over there of 10 million liters of something, that's a lot of liters of product. Oops, I'm not going to grow. I'm not going to want to drive on my crops there. But I do want to drive on them. This little machine's nice. I do believe this was the something they converted because I've had a mod like this before. Yep, we're putting wheat in here. Yep. Direct drill, fertilized, and seed. Now it should be 100 and rolled. So this little machine is fertilized, rolled, and seeded all at the same time, planted. So. And I think what I'll do, just for you guys, is we're going to hire a worker. Here, we'll go back. And then while I say my goodbyes, he's working away. Might spend a little bit of money, but I don't think it's going to spend a lot. It won't take him an hour to do the field. Shouldn't, anyways. Yeah, I found this mod on King's Mods. Oh, when I said, oh, you can, it'll be a roller with it, and it's a direct drill, and it's 12 meters wide. That's nice. That's perfect for me. That's not too big, not too small. Big enough to get stuff done. So, I don't know if he'll need a headland down there or not. I might just do one just to be sure. But we're running out of time now. I would have got this done, guys. I really would have. Promised. I know he's going to be able to do a couple headlands. A couple passes anyways. The turning radius isn't very good on it because it's got a pull bar, not a T-bar. There we go. He's off. And see how it says rolled now? 100% fertilized. Okay, guys, we made it to the end of episode 17. We're going to let that worker spend a little bit of our money while we're doing this. I normally would do it myself, but we want to be able to keep going on it. So, on that note, I'm going to say my goodbyes, and then we're going to wrap up. I'll let you know what we're doing on the next episode. So, on that note, please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the notification ding bell so you get notified when Fury drops a video. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you're watching this. And remember, I love you all. And I will catch you guys right back here on Friday. Happy Wednesday to you all. We're almost Friday. And then we can enjoy the weekend together. And we'll go from there. So, off camera, what I'm going to do is we're planting this in April. In May, we'll do the field down there. In June, I don't know why he stopped. Doesn't matter. In June, we'll do this field. We'll plant this field. And then all our fields. And then July, we'll do that one down there. Okay? So when we get to July, we'll do there. We're going to continue for the rest of this week. Friday's episode doing 500 trees. And then we're going to go from there and see if we can continue to make a big dent in this. I'm going to go here. And then because we've got to start buying some property. And on that note, guys, I love you guys. We've been at an hour, and I will catch you guys on Friday. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have a great one, everybody.